Hello, Matu Jamir, bring us as HornbillTV. Adlaga news roundup, biniga Junaidibo. Central Soka pra Nagaland laga 7 district de Armed Forces Special Powers Act 1958 to hatai dibule faisla kuidia pichide aji opposition less government United Democratic Alliance pra civil society organizations or tribal host logide miligina consultative meeting luche Chumuketima Police Complex Rhododendron Hall de meeting khotom hua pichide United Democratic Alliance chairman TR Ziliang pra kushe Nagaland de kunuba districts de AFSPA hatai dia laga faisla do welcome kushe kintu aibule din de AFSPA do pura hatabu karni aro khota kurigina jabo kushe Ziliang kushe Nagaland de ceasefire ground rule do manigina jaishe kuile AFSPA do aro reimpose kuribole eku sawal nai Naga Ho President HKG Momi Prabi kushe ki Nagaland de peace aro shanti thagya de AFSPA laga bole kam nai aro Tribal Hohos Khan Central Sokarge aro chiti likhibo kushe AFSPA pura hatai dibule aji consultative meeting de Konyakyunindo meeting boycott kurigina ahya nai.
Yeah, we have had a good sitting, free and frank discussion, because all are of the view that this lifting of AFSPA in some district, partial lifting, and in some district fully lifted. We welcome the idea, but we exchange the idea how to take it forward. So if we implement, for example, like the ceasefire ground rule with the people, government, and police. If government and the people support the police, so we can implement this ceasefire ground rules in total. So the question of reimposing this AFSPA does not right. So we decided to cooperate with each other and take it forward, so that the remaining area also slowly it will go on the diminishing return, and at the end of the day, the whole state may be done away with this AFSPA. So that is the hope. If people and the government work together. The state police, we have about 20,000 forces. Those people now they have re-strengthened their forces in all the police stations. So with this, our own forces, if we can implement the ceasefire ground rule, there is no question of reimposing this AFSPA in our state. Some are of the view that the whole state should be lifted, and this AFSPA should be repealed in total. But that will take the process will take a long time. That is how we should start in our own state, where a place like Sikkim. They are peaceful, so AFSPA is lifted. And even Tripura, Mizoram, now AFSPA is lifted. So it depends on the situation also.
So are we getting closer to Naga solution with the lifting of partial lifting of AFSPA?
No, that is also we have discussed. If Naga solution is resolved, then Nagaland will become the most peaceful state. So when there is no arms group, question of imposing this AFSPA also does not arise. So this also we have decided to work together, to come closer to each other and find out the middle part to resolve this issue, Naga issue.
So last question regarding the Oting incident. Why the SIT report has not tabled into the public domain yet? Why delay?
It has to go to the court. It has to go to the Army court. Then Army court will decide. Then it will become public documents.
So it's been 4 months, and then we have heard that the SIT report has been completed. So it's supposed to be tabled to the public domain as well.
No, it is not like that. There is not a state within the domain of the state. State government also cannot touch till the report goes to the court, Army court. Then the court will decide. Then it will become public document.
When can we expect that? It's been 4 months.
That's why we have to approach government of India to hasten up the process.
So, sir, what is the opinion of the CSOs and the stand of the people?
The stand of the people is united, and including the state government is of the view that despite partial lifting of the AFSPA, still everyone every civil society and the tribal hosts are unitedly appealing that it should be completely removed from the state of Nagaland. When there is a peace and tranquility in the state, when there is no law and order problem, this act should not be imposed in the peaceful state.
Today, Konyak Union has abstained from this consultative meeting. So, what do you have to say on that? Because they are seeking for the justice. So, from the government side, still yet they have to give the results on that.
Yeah, right. When justice is not delivered to them, they have every right to abstain. And we also share with them that justice should be delivered to them. When the incident of voting took place in their own village, they have every right to say that justice is not delivered.
So, what do you think? Why delay of the justice and why the SIT report has been delayed?
We are not aware about it, but saying that the investigation or the result of several agencies has yet to be completed. So those agencies or investigating team will know it. We don't know about it.
So, last question, what is the resolution and the conclusion of today's consultative meeting?
No, there is no resolution as such, but every stakeholders, whoever attended the meeting, resolved and agreed that the AFSPA should be completely removed from the peaceful area.
See, in fact, we had proposed that except in the border areas, like the other areas could be revoked. But we also had to keep in mind that there are certain parameters, certain criteria, and also the reason should be uniform for all, not the entire state. You know, we can't pick and choose. So after we set a certain criteria where the past incidents have occurred, the rate of crime, the reports of like such activities. So based on that, based on statistics, this first step was taken. So therefore, I do not have any objection because at least it is an opening. It is a first step. We had said that only the Indo-Myanmar border areas. This is an area of concern, and this requires a lot of force. And here, of course, the original mandate of the Assam Rifles is also the safeguarding of our international border. So, except for that area, I'm quite confident with a little bit of more support, a little bit of re-strengthening of our force, we should be able to, I'm quite confident I've got a great team of officers and we should be able to do it. But I agree with the government of India's stand that we have to go about it in a cautious and phased manner. Yeah, systematic, so that we don't have any hiccups, along the way. Now for these areas, we have reinforced with our NAP battalions. For example, like one of the hosts raised about Tuensang. Already 2 companies have been ordered. They will be deployed in that area. So that way, I am also very happy that our tribal leaders also, they have given very good suggestions. In fact, the Tuensang area, the president, he raised this issue about strengthening the police over there. That was completely in our line of thinking. And also, once more I raised a point about community-oriented policing. So I appealed to all the tribal hosts, all the NGOs, the student bodies, that This is a joint responsibility that has been given to us. The whole world is watching us. So let's be together in this and work towards a peaceful Nagaland where there is no AFSPA.
State government, so they said they worked towards that. They appreciated the relaxation, but for the public there was no two opinion that in this partial relaxation of some parts and retaining only in Naga areas, even in other states, it was kind of an insult to our human intelligence.
So are you rejecting the partial?
No, I mean, we can't reject what has been done. I mean, it's good that partial relaxation, but it shouldn't have been partial. It should have been wherever, and it should be repealed. This kind of law does not deserve to exist in any democracy.
So what is the stand of the government?
The government said they will work towards lifting of the act in total. So we appreciate their stand. We cannot expect much beyond that also for a government.
Naga Students Federation is not satisfied because we have seen many leaders accepting the piecemeal given towards particularly towards the Nagas and to the state of Nagaland. As we have resolved and as we have already came out with the directive to all the units of the Naga Students Federation that Naga Students Federation will continue not to cooperate with the Indian Armed Forces, and we will ensure that Naga people will not accept any humanitarian aid provided by the so-called Friends of the Hill people.
Central government brought date 31 March te Nagaland de Tinta district Twinsang Semenyo aro Samato district te AFSPA withdraw kuri dingina aro Charta district Kohima Mokokchung Waka aro Rongland de partially idu AFSPA to withdraw kuri da pichite aji civil society organization aro state government miligena aji yade Chumukidima police complex rhododendron hall de aji consultative meeting hoina ita kotom hoise aro mogan jani paise civil social organizations kan logo prabe mogan jani paise ki idu ita aji consultative meeting lo adu AFSPA Nagaland bra hatai diwo nimite itu state government ki bi pressurize dikena itu state government bi central sarkar logo idu approach kurigena yare Nagaland de peaceful area peaceful jaga de idu AFSPA act to hatai diwo koigena tagan aji meeting kurigena itula opor kota kurise itu ase aji la ground report moi Adonai Harry with camera person Johnson for HornbillTV.
NICSE is the only institute in Nagaland with super infrastructure and is the largest institute not just in Nagaland but in entire Northeast. General Studies is a major part of the syllabus and needs thorough coverage of history, Indian polity, Indian economy, and geography. All GS faculty at NICSE are from Delhi because you deserve nothing but the best. It has top faculties of Nagaland to teach Nagaland aspects. No one else can teach us better about our people and our land. Tests are important. At NICSE, highest number of prelims and mains test series are conducted. We have unmatched track record of best results since 2013. NICSE is soon to be 10 years old in Nagaland.
10 years of success,
10 years of trust,
10 years of service to Naga youth,
10 years of number one.
Aji April 4 de choita nutun elect Korea Rajya Sabha MP Kampra support to Parliament delushe. Tade Assam Pradujuna se BJP candidate Papitra Margarita aro tai laga lai UPPL party candidate Rongra Narzari, Nagaland para BJP candidate S. Pangyong Konyak, Kerala para CPL candidate Santosh Kumar aro AA Rahimase. Nagaland para Pangyong Konyak kun Bharatiya Janata Party laga Mahila Morcha president thagishe aro BJP laga ticket para khilishe hulibi tai ke kun bi oppose na kurigina elect krushe. Tai Nagaland para Rajya Sabha de MP kuribole first Mikey ase.
I, S. Panglon Konyak, having been elected a member of the Council of State, do swear in the name of God that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of India as by law established, that I will uphold the sovereignty and integrity of India, and that I will faithfully discharge the duty upon which I am about to enter.
Please sign.
Nagaland Legislative Assembly de Minister Imna Alongpra Naga flag or constitution laga mamla opode khota kwado our students conference pra hosabi union home minister pra idu kushina nai idu clarify kuribole state sarkar ge kushi doubt sop to ek par se clear kuri dibole AKM pa press release de kushi.
The government of India today is also a government under the Constitution of India and under the flag of India. How can it give beyond that constitution and flag and give us a separate constitution and a flag? They are not going to agree. We know that. When we met Honorable Home Minister Amit Shah ji, the presence of our Honorable Leader of the House, Honorable Chief Minister Shri Nefirio was also there. Honorable Home Minister Amit Shah ji said, 400 saal mein nahi hoga. I'm sorry for the Hindi word.
Indian Sarkar logode active negotiation thagya stakeholders kange AKM pra naga manu kange itu laga status janai dibo kun khan itia confusion aro dilemma de thagi ase. Parliamentary Core Committee pra olobage dinde Working Committee naga National Political Groups sogode meeting kurigina ahya pichide aji Parliamentary Core Committee do Chief Minister Nipuro pra lead kurigina NSCNIM leaders sogode closed door meeting loshe naga political issue opore Chumuketima Police Complex de NSCNIM side pra senior leader RH Rising pra delegates lead kurigina closed door meeting do 4 khanta nishna jaishe.
Meeting was quite okay. We had a lengthy discussion, and then we have discussed about the way forward, because after meeting these 7 NNPGs, we have to meet this NSCNIM leadership also. So after this, we will try to meet the top leaders of the government of India, and then we will come back. We have discussed something about what are the competencies and all, how is this working on. So our people are there in Myanmar also, when we have struggled together. So all these, how it is, what our feelings about our people in Myanmar, India, and different states. So this all this we have just shared our inner mind. Yeah.
Sumi Baptist Church Newland pra National Helpline for Senior Citizen Nagaland laga awareness program dulushe that is 60 members nishina pra attend krushe program ke field response officer Chuli Chishi pra lead kurigina awareness laga vision aro mission do janai dishe National Helpline for Senior Citizen Nagaland laga program do Good Samaritan Women Society pra 2021 September moina de implement krushe idu program pra bhal National Helpline bunai gina senior citizens kan laga jivan de ekta positive difference do anibule koshish to kuri ase. Aji aso cham DDUGKY Duncan Dimapur kan batch freezing or welcome kit trainers kan ge distribute kura laga program ekta rakhishe trainers kan program de taikan aso cham or NSRLM kan ge taikan laga appreciation dishe or dusra naga youths kan ge DDUGKY their free training lubi koi gina be encourage krushe program laga special guest NCS project director DRDA keto sityo sekose khotakura homoy koishe ajikali laga youths kan bishi important role play kure kushe moikhan laga desh ke aage de loi jabole abi tu laga details sabo
In every event, I really like to introduce my staff because they've been working really hard. They have, given out a lot of sacrifices. At times, we work till even 1 a.m. Sometimes we work till 11 p.m. at night. And I think none of the offices in Nagaland functions that late.
Every one of us, we start small somewhere. We cannot start big. We have to start small. And why we need to start small is we need to have our foot on the ground firmly. Today, you ask me to go back and do a survey, I can do. You ask me to go back and then go home to home, I can do that. Because I've experience of that. I've already done that. And I'm sure tomorrow, when you guys grow up, you will not be a delivery boy your whole life. I'm very sure of that. If you are diligent, you'll grow. You will not be a front office assistant all your life, but you'll grow up. There's promotion everywhere in life, and this promotion comes only to those who are diligent. The government is saying that it is the youth who is important for the development of our country, and therefore, I challenge all of you to be somebody tomorrow. I would like to see you as somebody tomorrow. Maybe I will not recognize you, but if you recognize me tomorrow, kindly come and approach me also. Let us all join hands, learn together, work together, so that our society can become a better society. And that is in your hands.
After I joined this training center, I've learned many things. Not just what is written in the book, or not just what I learned, what is there in the book, but in terms of physically, spiritually, and mentally, I've learned many things. So thank you, Asocham, for all the wonderful deeds that you have done to us. Thank you. Thank you very much. And I also wanted to share a few words of, it's a kind of awareness or encouragement to the youth, all the youth sitting here, and also to the youth watching in media. I would like to encourage. So here, are you confused? Are you confused where to start? Are you confused where to start? Is unemployment a barrier in your way? Or why just only talk about unemployment? A high-profile job doesn't define you, but it's your mentality that defines you. So, are you confused to choose your career? Have you ever dreamed of earning for your livelihood? Then wake up, my dear brethren. Asocham is a way for you.
Anji April 4 Hands Foundation pra Mon District ke Noita Mobile Medical Units donate kurdishe Council Hall de function thagigina MMU de 4x4 customized ambulance kana se kuntu pra Mon District laga bosti sob de basic primary health care generic medicines or laboratory services kando pungchai dibule koshish kurbo Noita MMU de charta do Mon headquarter de thagibo duita digit duita aboy aro ekta tobu de thagibo kuntu moina de ekbar district laga sob bosti de visit kurbo ekta MMU qualified doctor, A&M, pharmacist, lab technician, social development officer aro driver thagibo. Total 54 employee hubo Noita MMU de. Aro itu khande foundation pra manage kurbo. Itu fund to state the single district pra iman dangor CSR fund project pa ekta ase. Ajla news roundup kani mani hubo ala kala khobor kani sai thakbe Hornbill TV.